ladies and gentlemen, this is kind of tough for me. It really is. I'm looking at we've had a conversation and we're talking about potential pass rushers for the Detroit Lions. Now, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know I've been talking about a pass rush for literal years. And the Detroit Lions offense is a juggernaut. Don't let the offense fool you about the current status of the pass rush. Don't let it fool you, because I'm going to tell you what, if the Detroit Lions had the Denver Broncos defense and pass rush and sack count, we would probably be undefeated and we would go all the way to and win the Super Bowl. Offense is God tier right now. All right. But that defensive line, that pass rush is cause for concern. Now, I don't want to talk really, this pains me because our season is one of 14 teams that still is going on. And we have a really good chance due to our offense to win the Super Bowl. Now, the defense played outstanding week 18. And if they can do that 3 more times, we're winning the Super Bowl. But what about next year? What about this pass rush situation? What about the one thing that we haven't really taken care of all Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell's tenure? It's time. It's time to do it. The Detroit Lions, believe it or not, have had a worse sack count than they did last season. Sacks don't mean everything, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I understand that. And you're right. But I like them. And I think when it counts, when it matters, look at what the pass rush alone was doing to Sam Darnold. Remember when Zadarius Smith got his 1 sack and it was like an 18-yard loss or something crazy like that? They do matter. Okay? So it's time to get a pass rush. Let's take a look at the Detroit Lions sack count. Where do they rank? Right now, the Denver Broncos lead 63 sacks. Last team to get that many sacks was, I think last year was the Baltimore Ravens. They were the sack leaders. The year before that, it was the Philadelphia Eagles, was 70. 7-0. The Detroit Lions in 2023 had how many sacks? They had 41 sacks. Where are they now? They're 37th. I want to look at this. Check this out. Man, your boy be dropping straight bars. I be dropping straight bars, bruh. Once again, look at this. What do you see about these teams? I'm gonna let this sit. The teams you can't see: Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. I want you to focus specifically on the sacks, and I want you to tell me what is what is not, these teams are not what? What do you think? Look at all of these teams. What is so special about the Detroit Lions? J. Deck says all are out of the playoffs but us. That's because our offense is prolific. What about the ones? What about this team? Las Vegas Raiders? Nope. What about the Los Angeles Chargers? Or Los Angeles Rams, I'm sorry. They got a decent offense too. They are. Kansas City Chiefs. What about, they got Patrick Mahomes and they 15-2. So we're noticing a trend here. Out of the bottom teams in the league, Lions are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th. They are 23rd in sacks, and they are the only bottom 10 team to be in the playoffs as far as sacks are concerned. Now, you can add another. If Aiden is part of this team, this number might be 50, and that 50 puts us where? Puts us top 5. We'll be top 4 if Hutch had 20-some-odd sacks. Without the offense. And you got to understand something. Derek, we're winning games. Our offense is prolific. You understand? The point differential is 220. 220. It's with the 2007 Patriots. Oh, by the way, need I remind you what they did? They lost only one game all season, and it's the one that mattered the most. Without a prolific offense, which we have this year, You don't win games if you can't. You don't make the playoffs. You don't win playoff games. You don't win Super Bowls if you can't get to the quarterback. That's it. Now, we all know why the Denver Broncos ain't going nowhere. They're not winning the Super Bowl. Eagles didn't win it either. They lost to Patrick Mahomes, though. And like everyone loses to Patrick Mahomes, except us. We beat them. Because again, our offense is prolific. Who knows? We didn't know if the offense was going to carry over from last year. But it was better. It was better. That's not always going to be the case. But you know what? I want absolute dominance. It's time for the defense to dominate. All the time, every game. And Brad Holmes can make that happen. And I feel like part of me is on the fence. You're going to put a whole bunch of, because Ennis Rakestraw, Carlton Davis, is he coming back? I feel like he's going to go hard in the secondary, and he's going to be like, you know what? Let's bring back Marcus Davenport. As a matter of fact, let's extend Broderick Martin. I'm playing with that one. I'm being hyperbolic. But it's time, bro. It's time. I have been right about this, okay? And there's no denying that the stats show that I've been right. You take away the Detroit Lions' prolific offense, we're not in the playoffs because we can't get to the quarterback. So let me know. Are you ready to concede that the fact that we need a pass rush? Now, let's not get it twisted. Zadarius Smith is part of this team for 2025. Aiden Hutchinson is part of this team for 2025. DJ Reader will be on his last year. Broderick Martin, maybe he just, I don't know. Maybe Captain Planet. I don't know what happens with him. But Aleem McNeil, will he be ready by the time the season starts? I don't know. We picking late in the draft, in the first round, and every round. Let me know what you think. It's time, bro. It's time.